Hello, welcome back. I have not played this game um since the last Age of Empires stream. It's been 3 months. 3 months. So I don't know how it's really gonna go today, but I just got the news that there has been a new DLC announced, and um I felt like talking about it, so I wanted to play some games and talk about it because um if you watch, you'll know that, holy, can turn down. If you watch regularly, you'll know that I was not the biggest fan of The Last Chieftains because it was just way too gimmicky. Like, I don't know. Those stinking chompy warriors just made it so sucky to play this game. Like, it was not fun. And I'm sure that if I went and played 1v1s, people would still be doing chompy rushes. Because they actually ended up getting buffed in the last balance changes again. Because yeah, let's buff the thing that was dominating half of the games that I played. Um, and there's been no balance changes since, so they're still buffed. Which I don't really agree with, to be honest. I'm trying to set it up again so I can see chat on screen while I'm playing. And then I'll get into it. It was working for a second, but... Oh, you know what? I didn't set it up on my Age of Empires layout. I only set it up on the Minecraft layout I made. I see. Okay. Number pad enter. Number pad plus from that. Okay. Should work. Never mind. Game over then. Enable in-game over. How'd I set it up? Man? I'm clicking enable. Ugh. I don't think there's been one stream I've done where I don't have some sort of issue right at the start. It's probably because I just start stream. Because, like, I don't know. I don't fix these things before I start, which I probably should. Oh, you know what? I have to add the source, don't I? Maybe not. Hold on. Do I still have a testing? Oh, well, that's annoying. Now they're showing up on screen, though. Okay. I guess that works. It's in the middle of my screen. Can I move it, please? Okay, there we go. I have to be... that's annoying, but alright. That should be good. Alright. Got them both on screen now. Hopefully I don't need the top left corner. These are actually some pretty... That's a really good map pool. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna play a couple team games. Because I know I'll lose any 1v1s I play. Because, like, I'm rusty and I don't even really feel like playing to the best of my ability tonight. Budapest is very fun for team games. Land Nomad 2. And, you know what? I always vote Socotra for team maps. Because I think it would be really funny to have 8 people on that tiny island. It never gets picked, but maybe someday. Does it not... Wait, can you not hover over your icon and see your ranking anymore? Why is it not showing up? It's weird. Alright. Well, we'll see how long the queue is. So, like I said, I've just found out there's a new DLC coming. And I guess it kind of coincides with the new DLC that AoE 4 is getting. They're both going to be Nordic themed, which is pretty cool. Vikings, when I played the very original version of the game, what, very original, the like base version, Age of Kings, the 1999 disc version, Vikings were my favorite civilization, I think, along with Celts, and I played them probably more than a lot of the other civs, and they've remained relatively unchanged since then. Well, that's not true. They did get their unique text reworked, but, like, you know, Vikings is kind of generic for a civ, but that's not really the point. What I'm saying is, I do like kind of Nordic civilizations, and I think that's a cool area to focus on, because they haven't added anything other than the Vikings, is what I'm trying to say there. Not that the Vikings have been completely unchanged since then, because they have actually undergone quite a few changes. But at the same time, look at all of these civilizations. This isn't even all of them. I'm still missing these 3. This is so many civilizations. 50, I think we have now. I feel like that it's getting to be too much. Because every time you add civs, you have to not only learn the new civs, but learn how they interact with all the other civs. So if you want to play these civs, you've got to learn, like, what their matchups are, and, like, things like that. And it's just... I don't know. They've also been getting very gimmicky with the last couple of DLCs. I mean, you've heard me complain endlessly about the South American DLC. And that's really mainly just for the chompy rushes. I think it's a horrible... Like, I just... It doesn't make it fun. It's not fun to play against the same exact sort of rush every single game. Because you can't counter that. It's impossible to counter without changing up your entire game plan. And I just don't think it should work that way. Because there are other rushes. Sure, like scout rushes get used all the time. It's one of the most common strategies, but you don't have to change your entire game plan. And I feel like those things are so cheap. And you can make them in Dark Age. So people just start spamming them in Dark Age, and you're luring your boar, and then suddenly there's 5 Chompy warriors in your base, killing your villagers. And you're just trying to put up a lumber camp. It's not fun. Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna be next to Orange. Because I don't really want to move my villagers. So, it's probably a bad idea. Yeah, blue asked lag, that's probably my fault, to be honest. And green stole my goats. Okay, okay. That's good. I do not have any friends close to me. It's kind of my fault. I'm gonna grab these, since he grabbed mine. An eye for an eye, I suppose. I think I'm gonna be the first one to die on our team. Oh, thank you. Oh! Okay, Gray's doing good work here. This is good. Gray's making it so whoever... Orange cannot get hunt. And that's actually great. Because, should get that. Okay. I've forgotten my hotkeys. We do not want Burgundians getting a good economy. Because they're already going to be stronger than us getting eco, techs, and age earlier. Gray has walled too far from the elephant. Oh boy. That's sweet. Forgot about my horse. Okay, I should keep my goats safe. Purple stole the other elephant, so it's good that I got that one. Kinda trapped. Oh wait, is there not a town center? Well, no. There has to be a town center up here. Yeah, okay. Oh, that was risky. I should not have... Okay. Why doesn't it show up until you're that close, man? Oh. Not locked in, as they say. Okay. So, another thing about the South American DLC that really irked me was the price. As far as I remember, it was 25 bucks for 3 civilizations. Now, a couple years before that, the Dynasties of India civilization, which was the first DLC to give us more than 2 civilizations in Definitive Edition, that was only 15. Dawn of the Dukes and Lords of the West had both been 10. They had both been 10 when I bought them. Or maybe I'm thinking 15 and 20. It was either 10 and 15 or 15 and 20, which I still think are pretty reasonable prices for what you got. So, point is, the first two DLCs that we got for a definitive edition were the same price, and they gave you 2 civilizations. And then Dynasties of India comes out, and it gives us 3 brand new civilizations, and it's essentially 4, because Indians get an entire, like, rework, because they were split into 4 different new civs, and then Indians became Hindustanis once they were reworked. But that was only, at most, 20. And honestly, I remember paying 15. So, maybe I got it on sale. I don't know. It's been like 3 years, so I don't really remember. But it was definitely, at most, 20. And then the South American DLC comes out earlier this year. It is 3 civs, and Incas get a slight rework. They're not renamed. They aren't fundamentally changed like the Indians were. They don't get a new unique unit. All they get is the new regional unit, the Chompy Warrior, or Chompy Scout, whatever. The base version, I think, is Chompy Scout. And that's all they get, right? And a couple of bonus reworks, probably, to match, like, the Chompy Warriors. But hello? Oh my, I'm messing up my hotkeys. Okay, good. But I feel like that is not the same amount of content that was given during the Dynasties of India civilization, or DLC, and it was $25 for 3 civs and a slight rework, and, like, that just doesn't seem like a fair price at all. I have not bought the DLC, still. And I don't know. And I'm a guy who bought Return of Rome for $30 just to get the Romans in Age 2. I bought basically Age of Empires 1 just so I could get the Roman civilization in online ranked. And I'm not going to say that was worth it, because looking back on it, probably a stupid purchase since I don't play the Return of Rome game modes. But I was willing to fork over a pretty penny just for one civilization back then. And now I was younger, I was dumb. That was dumb of me. But I don't think I would do that now. For sure. But I think it just kind of goes to show how things have changed, because now I don't even want to give 25 for 3 civilizations. And maybe that says more about me than the game, I don't know. But, wow. Oh, everyone's getting the feudal, and I am not. This is actually really bad. This is going to be a really bad game for me. I'm going to be last up to feudal, and in between 2 enemy players, who are both in feudal age already. So, this is rough. Granted, I didn't get a lot of food, but I don't really feel like that's a great excuse at the moment. So, man, I should have kept my horse alive. Dumb of me. Okay. But, yeah, I don't think I will buy the South American DLC for a while, if ever. I don't know. It doesn't really excite me like some of the others do, and maybe it's just because I don't want to go through the process of learning more new civilizations, because the 3 kingdoms, that gave us 5. And 3 of them I hate. Like, the actual 3 Kingdom civs don't fit the time period that well. And now, Romans don't either, but... I mean, that's 1. They added 3. The 3 Kingdoms are just so far out of the, like, period that I feel like the game is going for, that I just don't know. And they're so gimmicky with the stinking traction trebuchets and the heroes. The heroes, I hope they never do that again. Please never add heroes to another civilization. 2020, I've just noticed 2026. Oh, I'm getting castle dropped. Okay. I'm 100% getting castle dropped by purple. What was I saying? Oh yeah, heroes. Oh. Ah. Burgundians going for men-at-arms is not something you typically see. Okay. I'm gonna try and escape with what I have. But yeah, I'm kind of getting chased down by men-at-arms. That's embarrassing. I used to be 1400 elo. Just putting that out there. Go, lady. Oh, I'm getting sieged. I just lost my food income. I'm just gonna straight up migrate, I think. The mill there. This is bad. Why are they so fast? Are men-at-arms usually that fast? Am I crazy? Usually they can't, like, straight up chase down your villagers. Maybe they can. It has been a while. Okay, I'm just gonna scout with these guys, because they're basically dead. They are so fast. Did Burgundians get a new, like, movement speed bonus on infantry or something? That's crazy. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm sure I just looked like such a goofball to my teammates. I'm so sorry for these guys. I'm playing horribly. Okay, well now we know where red is at least. I'm behind enemy lines. Wait a minute. She made it through. Oh, so did this guy. Oh. What am I doing, man? Maybe I can just build a bunch of houses in this back corner here. A sneak base, perhaps. What are my teammates going for? Magyars is going for Cav. Blue has hardly any military. But, you know, he's alive, so that's more than I can say. Well, yeah. Wow, I've really talked about building houses as puns. That's, not it. Gonna build my blacksmith back here. Hey, if I were Khmer, I could just have that lady farming back there. I mean, I could just build a mill. Okay. This is rough. I'm sure my teammates wish I was not on their team. Wow, ramming down my mill? That's just rude. They're probably going to expand into that back corner at some point. Kind of a waste of wood. And I didn't go behind my friends, so... I'm the weakest of all four of us. And I'm probably going to get attacked first when they come for us. So. What? You build farms, goofballs. Okay. No, despite the fact that I am kind of excited for the fact that we could get a Nordic DLC. Well, we are. It's again the pricing for me. I don't know the pricing yet, but if it's 25 bucks, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Right? It just is not worth that amount of money to me. And maybe it would have been back when I was really obsessed with the game, because these days, I mean, Age of Empires is still one of my favorite games, and it means a lot to me. It's a big part of my life. I've played it for almost all my life. And, oh, I've been found. Okay. This is not good. Why? Oh, they're gonna come like... Oh, they're all gonna come down and kill me. Dude. Just let me get to castle, man. I'm sure my teammates see, but... just in case. I need so much food. It's not even funny. Oh, shoot. Green's getting... Should we help Green? Green hasn't signaled anything. Wow, my select all town centers hotkey is not wanting to work. I should really get a mouse where I don't have to have it be the center scroll wheel. That would probably help. Really? They knocked down my... Ah, dude. This is why we can't have nice things. Okay, it's dumb to build a blacksmith on a hill where a castle would go. This is how I got 1400 elo, guys. Pointing out the obvious. Guys, crazy idea, but I feel like we should help Green. Okay, I can't really be talking, actually. I need to shut up. I need to shut up and reboot. Holy... Build the market. It's crazy how passive this game has been. Like, other than me getting killed. Like, we've just done no damage to them. That was kind of my fault. Usually, most... Oh boy. I don't know if we're winning this one. Most Atacama... Not Atacama, what is it? African clearing. Most African clearing games, I feel like I do the majority of the damage. Because my team game elo is always pretty low, because I don't know, I just don't care about it as much. Because I just play team games for fun. I mean, I play 1v1s for fun as well, but not in the same sort of way. We are gonna go for Cav Archers. And I'm gonna put a university... Not right there. Good to know. Will not fit there. Okay, they're going for that stone. I'll go for this stone. Even though, probably pretty dangerous to go for that. Wait! Oh, they didn't clear it up! Orange just left! Oh no! Okay. I feel like... I mean, the best thing I can do is just get Cav Archers. Like, I feel like I should help, but... I just need to build up and go for what I usually go for. Huns was probably not the best idea, my first game back. Just considering Cav Archers are pretty difficult to play into. Sometimes you have to... At least personally, I feel like I have to be on my A game when going Cav Archers. The eco balance just has to be, like, spot on. All my wood disappeared. Got a huge amount, and then I just used it all up. Which is good, you do want to be using your resources. Oh boy. I get the feeling red and purple are gonna just kill us all. Red's probably gonna have Paladin when he comes in and attacks us. Because he's Magdaros. I need to get ballistics. So does green, clearly. And I need a better select all TC hotkey. Oh, wow. Blue is in castle and is absolutely dominating yellow. Okay. I mean, okay, yellow's also in castle, but... What elo am I at? Everything... It feels like this game is just going at a, like, glacial pace. I've gotten way too much grace for how badly I've played this game. I'm gonna try and... Oh, okay. That's what I was worried about. Somehow purple is not fully upgraded. Okay. I'm scared. Where is blue? Oh my god, save those resources for Imp Blue. You're pumping them out like mad. They're just cannon fodder to you. I mean, he's losing so many units down here. This is not good. I need my select all TCs hotkey to work. You're wondering why the screen keeps zooming in and out. God. Clearly I haven't spoken in a while either. Wood is expensive. Or, no, wood is cheap. Man. Sweet. I really don't need that much food. Okay, okay. I should help out. Don't laugh. That's rude. I am tickling these paladin. Yeah, there's not much I can do, actually. Try and get to Imp, but I don't think my team will be alive by the time I get there. I mean, it's kind of entirely my fault. There's no one I can blame but myself, because I, settled down in the middle of two of my enemies. I think it is GG Green. But Blue says no. Blue says I can spam units all day. Fair enough. You know, Blue, you've got a crazy eco going on. The Eagles have gone, so I feel like Blue's probably out of gold. That was just one wave of Paladin, though, guys. There's gonna be so much more. Oh, and we've got Elite Fire Lancers. Okay. We're dead, guys. We're dead. What? Guys. Oh my... It's fine, Green. It's fine. No! What? Oh, no, okay, I see now. I was like, they're not even in your base, they're just attacking your walls, but the Paladin did infiltrate. I don't know, I'm kind of believing Blue here. This is crazy. Blue protects my cav archers. I am shocked that pikemen... But we were finally... But we were finally killing things. But... but we could have won. No. That was a really bad game. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That might be the worst I've played in years. That was really bad. Yeah. Well, honestly, I feel like I've talked about what I want to talk about with the DLC. Essentially, I want to be excited because it's a game I really enjoy, and it's always been a big part of my life. But I am having a hard time being excited for it because the last two DLCs have just been so lackluster for me that I don't know if I am all that excited for another one, because odds are it's going to be $25 again, and it'll be the same amount of content that the South American DLCs were, and it just doesn't feel worth it to buy it. As much as I do love the Nordic region, and I think it would be cool to have more civs up there, I don't see myself buying it unless it's a lot less gimmicky than the last two. I would be so happy if I did not see any annoying strategies like Dark Age rushing from some random unit they decide to add in. I don't like could we just get normal units? I don't know. They started adding all these new mechanics, and it really started with the Indian DLC, but it wasn't that out of hand back then. Because, like, you had the Shrivamsha Riders, which had the, like, dodge mechanic. But that wasn't that crazy. Because, honestly, Shrivamshas kind of suck against archers, even though they're supposed to counter them. Like, if you have a huge mass of archers, Shrivamshas are going to do hardly anything to that, especially if you have, like, even a couple of halberdiers as a meat shield. At least in my experience. But they also, there was that, there's the charge effect on the Urumi swordsman for the Dravidians. And there was already the charge attack for Coustier, from Burgundians. So that wasn't anything new, because Dravidians were just the same thing, but for an infantry unit. So, like, I just hope that it's more reined in and the price is more worth it. A lot of people, I think, were upset about the price on the South American DLC. When I saw the announcement of the South American DLC, I don't remember the name, that's why I keep calling it that. Because I remember the names for all the other ones, but I never bought. Let me look at it. Is it The Last Chieftains? Okay. Well, when I first saw the announcement for The Last Chieftains, I was looking through the post on Steam about it, and a lot of the comments were complaining about the price, and I think that is completely fair, because there's been plenty of DLCs in the past which have given more content than, well, not plenty. There's the Dynasties of India gave more content, I believe, for less price, and I think it should stay that way. Either quit adding DLCs or make them a fair price. And I get, you know, whatever, inflation and all of that. Prices just keep going up across the board in every aspect of life. But if you want people to continue buying the DLCs, you have to make it worth it. You can't just keep adding civs into the game and expect people to keep buying it over and over. I'm tired of new civs. I'm getting new civ fatigue. I think that's a very real thing. There's 50 civilizations right here. And there's going to be 3 more. And I already kind of touched on that, but it's just like, it's so hard to learn every single interaction. Like, I've been playing this game in the same way I do now. Like, I played the game back when I was very young, of course, but I kind of just played it more like a city builder. I've been playing ranked for about 5 to 6 years now. And I still do not believe that I have any of the civs fully mastered. My highest is 1400 elo. Yeah, I can pick up archer civs, and I'm really good at archer civs, but I don't have any of them 100% mastered. I don't know how Saracens match up against these 3 civs, or the 3 Kingdoms civs, and Saracens are one of my favorite archer civs. I play them a lot. And I don't know how they match up to some of these newer civs. And it's going to be another 3 to learn for all of my favorite civs. Vietnamese, absolute favorite archer civ. I play them probably every stream, to be honest. And I don't know how they match up against these guys. I mean, I think I've played against the 2P with Vietnamese, and I won because they decided to go for, like, this really annoying castle drop with the Blackwood archers. Yeah. And it didn't work out. They lost, but that wasn't even, like, a standard matchup. That was, like, a gimmicky strategy they went for. And I'm not saying, like, castle drops are gimmicky, because I won most of my games from 900 to 1100 elo through castle drops. So I can't, I can't insult castle drops. They are pretty cool. But I just think that the more civilizations you add, the more you have to do, and the more effort you have to put in to learn all of these matchups. And I mean, that's one of the cool things about this game. There's a very sharp learning curve. And I mean, it's not cool in the sense that it's like, oh, new players should have to learn all of this or they can't play. Like, oh, they suck so bad. It is, like, that's the thing, though. Like, you make it more and more difficult for new players to get into ranked every time you add more civilizations. And I have had a lot of friends that I have struggled to convince to buy this game, and when they finally do, they don't want to play it at all because there's too much to learn, and it's disappointing, but at this point, I think that's entirely fair. You look at this wall of civilizations, and that's daunting. There were 13 when the disc version came out in 1999. And even those 13 were probably super hard to fully learn. If you're not like a 5-year-old kid playing it as a city builder, right? The ranked scene, I'm sure, was still very difficult. Like, even in its very stages of infancy, where it, like, maybe the best player was like the skill of a 1300 elo player now. Even then, that's a lot of effort, that's a lot of work, and not everyone is going to want to do that. And now we're going to have like 56, 53, 56. I don't know if this makes 53. I know we've passed 50. I think 3 Kingdoms made 50. Last Chieftains is 53, and now we're going to be at 56. That's too much. Okay? I think... I mean, I want to see the game keep getting work done on it, but there's got to be some other way to keep it still accessible for people who want to get into it. Because I've only been able to get one of my friends into this game, and it's because there is just too much to do. There's too much work to be done, too much to learn and practice, and not everyone is going to want to do that. And I mean, I guess that's not a very strong argument, because most people playing real-time strategy games are going to be that kind of person who want to learn all of that and put that much time into it. And other people, that's just not for them. But I feel like it's getting to a point where even people who do want to put that time in are probably just going to go play another strategy game that has less. I don't know. I just feel like it's getting to a point where even for me it's annoying to learn all of these matchups, and I've been playing this game my whole life. I have nearly 6,000 hours in it on Steam. I played it non-stop for 3 years straight after I first bought it, pretty much. And even though I'm not as addicted to it as I was back then, because I've grown and my responsibilities have changed, I still like to come back to it every once in a while, clearly. I don't know. Oh, now it shows up. I guess it wasn't... I guess it was because I had no ratings. But yeah, it's getting frustrating for even me. And this is the game I've put the most time into out of any game I have played. And Minecraft, which I have also played an insane amount on multiple different consoles, doesn't even I don't think I've played nearly as many hours on Minecraft as I have Age of Empires. I don't know. Maybe I have, because the PS3 doesn't really track your hours, and I played a lot on the PS3. But I don't know. It's kind of disappointing, because I feel like I've fallen out of love with the game, at least the ranked space at the moment. Because I could load into a 1v1 and, you know, it would probably be against someone playing one of the South American cids. I don't know. And it's always kind of been that way with DLCs, but I feel like they were more manageable. And, I mean, there's always been, like, oh, the new civs come out and then they get nerfed, and then they're a little more balanced, or they're, like, over-nerfed, and then they actually just suck, which is unfortunate. But when Burgundians first came out, I wasn't, like, I didn't have Definitive Edition at that point, so I wasn't there for this. I came after Burgundians, and, like, I came after the first two DLCs were out. But I know from watching older videos of, like, the very beginnings of Definitive Edition, first couple of years, the Burgundians were insane when they were launched, because Coustier, their charge was absolutely out of control. Like, they would just delete units, and it was ridiculous. Like, there's one clip of, I think, Hera and Viper in a match, and one of them has a massive just knights, and the other has a massive Coustier, and it's kind of like classic, just like rage quitting. Like, it wasn't very sportsmanlike, but I think one of them just like deleted all their knights the second the Coustier like even made contact, because that's essentially what would have happened anyways. And they were frustrated because everyone was playing the new civs. I don't remember which one of them. It was probably Hera that deleted the knights. Just because I feel like sometimes he does that. I don't know. I don't really follow the pro players that much, so I don't really know. But, yeah. I just remember seeing that, and I was like, yeah, Burgundians were pretty broken when they were launched, weren't they? But now I feel like they've gone from being like this crazy overpowered shock cavalry civilization to just kind of a really well-rounded economic civilization. And I'm actually surprised. I feel like Burgundians, their specialty under the name up here, used to say like cavalry and economic civilization or something like that. Maybe I could be completely making that up. But it looks barren. Just cavalry civilization. It's weird. But I don't know. I guess that's all I have to say. I hope that the price is reduced for the new DLC. I don't really see that happening. And it's like, I'll probably get the new DLCs at some point in the future, but I'm definitely gonna wait for a sale. I'm not buying them at base price at all, if they're gonna be 25. And it was like, you could pre-order the Last Chieftains. As it was like, oh, pre-order the Last Chieftains for 20% off. $20? Still feels like too much. Because I really think I paid 15 for the Dynasties of India. And maybe I didn't. Maybe I paid 20. And in that case, I think my attitude towards the game in general has just changed. I mean, I probably am just less what word am I looking for? I don't know. I'm less frivolous with my monetary purchases. Not really how I wanted to phrase that, but I can't come up with a word, so I don't know. I'm probably gonna wait for a sale, get them. I just hope that the civs in general and their balancing is better than the last two have been as well, because I think there are some crazy things going on with the Keatons, and the Keatons are still kind of ridiculous if you play them right. But I guess that is how they're designed, and I have beaten them against someone playing them right who is also like 50 elo higher than me, so they're not unbeatable. It's just very scary to play against them. I mean, I have the stream up on my YouTube channel. They had like 40 scouts in Feudal Age. They were just like beating on my walls. If I had let a single one in, I would have died, but somehow I managed to win. It was a stressful game, but I was proud of it. I still am. Probably one of my best wins, to be honest. I was under constant pressure, and somehow I still managed to come out on top of a guy who was way better than me. Playing a really good civ. But yeah, I just hope they're more balanced. They don't make me want to quit the game, because I was playing pretty consistently. And these civs just made me want to quit. I don't know. I mean, the fact that I didn't see a single one of them being played by the people on African Clearing, though, shows that maybe the hype has kind of died down, because, you know, you give it a few months, half a year. What have I done? I didn't mean to do that. You give it a few months to like half a year. Most people just quit playing them unless they like the civs. There's no more like new, fresh DLC feelings anymore. But yeah, those are just my thoughts for anyone Who cares? You know, just one random guy's thoughts on a 27-year-old game that not many people play. So, yeah. Um, thanks for watching if you came by, and I want I'm going to very tentatively say this because honestly, I don't want to promise this, but I do want to get some sort of rough schedule for streaming down. Um, like not every day at all. I cannot do every day. But I want to see if I can do at least once a weekend. You can 100% expect a stream sometime on the weekend from me. And then like maybe when I have the time I stream occasionally during the weekdays too, but only when I have the time. So it's like, oh, every weekend I do a stream, maybe two, depending. And then maybe as like a treat, oh, look, I streamed this Thursday, something like that. I would like to do that, but sometimes I just don't feel like playing a game. Or if I feel like playing a game, I don't feel like playing in front of an audience. And so that's why sometimes I don't stream. So I don't know. I would like to try to do that, but there's also reasons why that may not happen. Um, yeah. Just wanted to let people know I'm thinking about that though, because I do enjoy streaming when I do it. It's just I feel like I don't know. I mean, you've got to keep streaming, but not many people come by. And when they do, usually I'm like absolutely messing something up. Like I've got another tech issue. um it was on one of my Minecraft streams where like I had a couple of viewers and then I I accidentally ended the stream. And I was like, "Oh, great." I was like up to a kind of like a pretty good amount of viewers for me. Um and then I ended the stream and so it kind of ruined it, but yeah. I put it back up almost immediately after, but not everyone came back because that's just how it works. They're probably like, "What was that? Why did it just cut out?" Um, yeah, well, I'm gonna end it here. You've heard me talk for plenty of time, but hopefully, hopefully this DLC is a change of pace, you know? Maybe I buy this DLC off rip and I'm very happy with it. I don't know. The thing for me is I hate to say it, but at the moment, I think my elo pushing days are over. Right? I got 1400. That's pretty good. You know, like you tell someone in the Age of Empires community that you're 1400 elo, they're like, "Oh wow, that's nice." Um, but I don't know. I'm compared to some of the other people playing this game, I feel like I'm just too slow at this point. Like I would need to put in a lot more work to get back to where I was, and I just don't have that sort of time anymore. I don't have completely empty summers where I can just play 24/7 all summer as much as I don't know. I don't like I was going to say as much as I wish I could, but honestly, I don't even wish I could. I'm glad I don't do that anymore because I'm able to do so much more with my time. Um as much as I like as fondly as I look back on the summers that I was able to play this game forever. Um it's not something I would do now. uh, as you can see by the fact that I've hardly gotten anything Age of Empires related out this summer. I was doing a lot of Minecraft, finishing the museum, but ever since I finished the museum, my energy for that is also gone because I'm not really sure. Like I had a big project that I was like, I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna get this done as soon as possible. We're gonna really, you know, buckle down, get it finished. And now it's like there's so many tiny projects in that world that I just don't know where to get started, and it's kind of bogging me down. Because the last video I've been recording for a little while now, probably like close to a week at this point. I've been doing my clips as I do over the course of a couple of days, and um, I just I've noticed that like I don't even really have a great like urge to focus on one thing. In that video, I because this is after I've built the tavern kind of thing. In this next video, I feel like I'm kind of hopping all over the place. I mean, I'm tidying up some things around the museum, and this is kind of spoilers, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really giving that much away, but I tidy up things around the museum and just like work on a couple of things like the retaining wall that I made a long time ago. I kind of update that a little bit. Um, and I just feel like it's not as concrete of a goal, so it's harder for me to put work into it. And I have also really been trying to make sure I get all of the things I need to get done in a day before I like get on a game and play it for too long because that was a problem I had for a very long time. Um, but yeah, I have been talking for way too long now. I've been yapping, as they say. Yap Meister, they call me. Man, I just made that up. Pretty cool name though, you know? But yeah, thanks for coming by. Um, hopefully I can get to streaming every weekend, but again, that is not a promise. um, not even really like a proposal, just like an idea, a concept of a plan, so to speak. Uh, I don't, I don't know if anyone will get what I just referenced there, but okay. Um, yep. I'm gonna go now. No ending music because I don't have Spotify open, so it's gonna take too much time to open again. But I will see people in the next video I upload because that'll most likely come before whenever I stream next. Yeah.